Basically, when I came here first, my first impression, everything was really odd for me. So when I came to the airport, I was just felt myself in a container, like a piece of glass. I saw, wow, everywhere here is just like glasses. There is not even the street I saw, because it's a very big area. You just walk through. It's all this like glasses. I said, oh, I guess I'm walking on the street and everywhere is glasses. And suddenly I really felt so cold. And top of that, I cannot see any sun at all. I was like, oh, is there is any, what's the word in English exactly? Is that when you don't see the sun, what do you call it? In Sudan, we call it like collapse, or what, when the sun is disappearing during the day. So I was thought this is sort of eclipse, or what do you call it in English? So that's what I saw. But I was so frightened. I was so frightened because I didn't see anybody around there. I know them. So it was quite scary at the same time for me. I was quite scared because I don't speak the language. But it's just my feeling was that I came somewhere which is very strange, and even it become beyond aware from my own family. It's not my country, and the other thing is just being somewhere I understand nothing about it, or I don't know anybody. So which is very touching and very sad, but at the same time I have no choice. Whether it's here or where I came from, it is still the same things for me. It is so frightening experience, and there is no any hope for anything. Just so sad. Country, there is so many of them. There is so many of them. But the difficult thing to find about them that uh, sometimes they're walking among people on the street. You cannot recognize them. Either they are normal people or they have problems in their life, unless they speak out. But to speak out, those people themselves is very difficult. It's very tough for them. Only when you are lucky, someone like me, I'm lucky to find some people to help me and to escape, and now telling people what's going on, just to speak on behalf of those people who has no voice, which is great. But there is so many people here in this country in the same situation, but unfortunately they have no voice to speak out, and they're so scared and afraid to find their way and they have their freedom. It's things like feelings, so people really don't know. So somebody can know you, but they don't know how you feel, or um, and basically they can, especially someone in my position. So if some people know that I was a slave, they simply like they don't consider what I'm saying, or they don't understand what I'm talking about. For example, I feel like people really not really care. They found it really difficult to imagine it, or to even to understand how I feel. I not only me, sadly there is so many people are out there. Really, people don't understand the inner things, so they see them, they're human beings, they're walking there, but they don't really know how they feel, or it's just difficult to express it, or it's difficult to put it in words. But the feeling is the most difficult thing somebody can express. If something really in you, just sometimes you don't find the right word to say how you feel, or how, I don't know. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Yeah, I think that's one thing. So feeling incredibly lonely and don't have someone there to be sympathetic to talk to is extremely hard. So when you find that someone to speak to you, to open your heart to you, to speak to them, is so much to say, and you feel like you don't know even where to start and to talk about your trouble or your problems. So that one thing, people just cannot really take it in that easy. They talk to me things which is so common, and I feel my position and my situation and my problem is so unique. I feel like nobody can really handle it that easily. So it's just a matter of time, and then it will go away. And it's not gonna go away. It's gonna be there forever, because the shadow is there all the time. So I just have to do things which is I feel like I want to make a difference. When I feel like I made some difference, so I feel I have this difference I make. Like I talking around the world and saying things about people who has no voice. It's really I feel like something is so heavy. People are sharing my trouble with me, or somehow just just some sort of lightening my problem, just telling people. It's just I feel like it's so nice that people knows what's going on, or at least they can do something, or they can think about it in long term. There is a difference will happen. I only need to make a difference. That's what I want really. I feel like, especially in my situation when I was a slave, I feel like I used to say I've been treated like a dog, but I feel like the dogs can find a sympathy more from their owners more than the way I've been treated, really. So it's just there is no comparison between it. There is no a really there is no a word exist. I can describe my situation to anybody. It's not animals, because animals can find the sympathy from their owners, really. And slave me fashion, this is really, I'm saying it's really impossible. Really is impossible. The simple example I can give. So even the children is really imitating their own parents, because they tell them what to do to the slave person or to those person who were with them. So even for the children, you find sometimes you humiliation, and they treat you bad and they say bad thing about you, even the children. So which is you never found the sympathy or the compassion from the people who slave you. There's no way. They don't feed you. They just give you whatever over left, what they eat and left over they can give it to you, and you can sometimes you even don't feel like eating the thing they add, so you just feel like you don't feel like anything. Sometimes you just don't eat because there is something, some scrub or some leftover food there, but you don't feel like eating it. It's just disgusting, and then you don't have choice to cook something you like. There is a gardener was there, and he's really really nice man. He's not related to them at all. It's just a gardener, and he was really nice. But because he was nice and because he was sympathy towards me, my master get rid of him. So I mean, she punished me because so much. It's always a whole story there. She she punished me and she get rid of the gardeners, and he's gone. And so since then, there is no anybody I can talk to or have a hope. I don't know how I'm gonna put this one. So I mean, being a child and so frightened for your masters or whoever you work to. So this is kind of simply turn you to the like a machine. You become like a piece of machine. They can turn you on and off as they want. So and your own mind is like frozen. You don't use it that often. So this is really something that one is has a very big effect on me when I escaped. I found it extremely difficult to take my own decision or to make my own mind what I want to do in my life, because I don't used to taking decision or doing my own thing by my own choice. So it become a problematic for me to have my own decision, and to even to lead my own life. It's become extremely, that's the difficult things I ever faced when I had my freedom. It wasn't that easy for me. I think I'm still struggling that just to be independent and to be a free person and to just go on with my life. It's really difficult.
But you would never choose to go back into servitude?
Never. I will never choose to go back to that. Never.